on the North Sea on one hand, or the Greenpeace action to stop that on the other?
I think this goes to the heart of the dilemma about where the country is at the moment, not just the Labour Party, because obviously everyone's pushing for renewables and there's a big push on green renewable technology. But the problem is that takes a while to be brought on stream. And the immediate problem facing families in the UK at the moment is these spiralling energy bills, where the price cap is going to be lifted to £3,549 from October the 1st. So that divide really between whether or not you keep pushing for the green technology with the levies that we've got on our bills, which are pushing the bills higher, or whether or not you think, well, we've got to have a short-term fix to alleviate the hardship that British households are facing and are going to face even more of as we go into winter. That is the dilemma facing Labour, facing the Conservatives and facing the economy as a whole.
I suppose it seems very, very difficult from all sides of the political spectrum on these issues. It seems like, judging by that interview, the Labour Party certainly isn't going to condemn Greenpeace for taking that legal action, i.e. preventing the extraction of that oil and gas. But on the other hand, over the weekend, we were seeing Conservative MPs campaigning in their southeastern constituencies to stop solar farms being built. If the Labour Party is going to stop the fossil fuels and the Tories are going to stop so many onshore renewables, we're really in a bind here, a complete bind with no movement in either direction.
Totally. There's been stalemate on how to deal with Britain's energy crisis for decades, really. This goes back. Successive governments haven't invested enough in nuclear. There's been problems with the moratorium now with onshore wind power. The Conservatives are not going to go for that. Labour supports onshore wind power. It's one of the cheapest ways to generate electricity, and it's clean. It is an eyesore on the landscape, and in certain rural constituencies for the Conservative heartlands and some Labour rural constituencies, such as they are, that is a massive issue as well. I've been going to some of the Conservative leadership hustings up and down the country, and each time both Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss have hit out at solar farms on arable land and said that they don't want any more built. Driving around the country on the way to these hustings, you see them. You see, and they are in itself an eyesore, but they are cheap and they do generate clean, renewable power. So those are the options facing our leaders.